y'all. I just wanted to come on here really quickly and I want to encourage those who are doing the work to process and heal from trauma. Um, it's all kinds of trauma. So there's not a specific kind of trauma I'm thinking about, but I am just really thinking about how that takes a lot. Um, and the process is not for the faint of heart. It ain't for the weak. But I just want to encourage men and women, younger people, older people, who are actively processing it and actively seeking help. Um, because one thing I do know about trauma is that left untreated, it's definitely going to multiply, right? It's like fungus, it's like cancer. Even if initially after the trauma or traumas, you continue to go about life and things seem okay, I promise you at some point it's going to catch up with you. And it's usually at the worst point, like at the most inconvenient time, right? And so I just want to get on here and say, I may not know who you are. You may not have told anyone about it, but you're doing the right thing and continue and keep growing. And when you get tired, it's okay to feel tired. It's okay to be angry and to feel like, man, forget this. I'm just, whatever, you know, but keep going. Like, allow yourself to feel those feelings. Don't beat yourself up for that. Don't think, oh, I need to be stronger. I should be out of this by now. Uh, because in the process of processing it, right, trying to go toward the goal of healing, um, there's so much to be unraveled. There's so much trauma does to the psyche. There are even reports that say that trauma alters your DNA. And so that's at a very basic, very foundational cellular level. So there's a lot of work to be done. And I want to encourage you to find any help that you can find. If you have insurance or you have space in your budget to find a therapist, look for a therapist. And don't be discouraged if you find one and it doesn't feel like a right fit. And also be humble. Be humble when you go and look for therapists, because a lot of times, I know this happened to me. I had a therapist over a decade ago. Man, I sat in that woman's chair, black woman, and I told her the story of what, like everything that happened to me, and at the hands of different people. You know, I mean, I'm pouring it out, and in my head, I'm like, yeah, girl, how you gonna help this? And she sat there quietly. You know how they do. They take it in. They sit there quietly. I'm like, you want me to say something else or and eventually she said, okay, well, it sounds like a self-love issue. At that point I started kind of looking around, like I ain't even checked to see if this woman got credentials. Now keep in mind, got her through my insurance, right? But I was like, is that okay? Is she self-love issue? Ma'am, I just sat here and I told you everything that happened to me, and you want to tell me it's a self-love issue? That was my last time seeing her. Over a decade later, when I decided to really like, okay, I think I need to prioritize my relationship with God. And he's really good for like being like, yeah, come on, I love you, I'm drawing you near to me. And then he'd be like, okay, now let's work on you. You'd be like, oh yeah, let's get better. But then he really goes and he gets straight to the heart of the thing, heart of the matter. And he revealed to me that it was a self-love issue. Y'all, a decade, I could have been processing that stuff for over a decade and been at a better place. But because I was arrogant and I was like, no, it's what people have done to me, I couldn't even see it. And I had to have, the Most High Himself tell me self love issue. I would have never guessed, yo. I was so, like, I'm saying all this to say, be humble. You're going to hear some stuff you don't like, right? Um,